we come to the part of the evening where we want to recognize Benjamin and Jaclyn. First of all, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Kevin Hicks, my wife Sue. We want to thank everyone for getting here tonight. We know many of you are from out of town, and it means a lot. It certainly means a lot to Benjamin and Jaclyn for you all to get here. So can't thank you enough, and we'll probably say it all again tomorrow night, but it's awesome.
Jaclyn has been part of our life since she was a freshman in high school. We know that was when Jaclyn was living on the plaza and Benjamin was on 55th Street, I think. One time we had a family dinner and they came in and they came together, and it was no big deal because Carly and everybody, they were kind of hanging out together, and Benjamin kind of just stopped the family dinner and he said, well, we kind of have an announcement. Oh, okay. And he goes, Jaclyn and I, we've been seeing each other. And Ashley goes, oh my God, I knew it. I knew that was going on. And I was like, what? Okay. So then from that moment on, it was like, okay, this is a good thing, because from every time we'd see him from then on out, we could see how good they were for each other and how much fun they had together. And it was, so it kind of went from Carly's kind of one of best friends to Benjamin's new best friend, and so that was kind of fun. We've loved her from the beginning. They've had lots of fun together, and we've continued to love her. We're thrilled to be all here tonight and welcoming you and being part of this fantastic celebration.
So, as the story goes, the rest is history. Let's raise your glasses, please, to Benjamin and Jaclyn. Here.
Ben, today is the day. My heart is going to explode with excitement and joy. I cannot wait to see your smiling, handsome face looking at me down the aisle and become your wife. I get chills every time I picture it. You're the only life partner I'd ever hoped for in life, and I found you. Today's the day we've waited for and talked about for a long time, sharing this day with our family and friends, and most importantly, each other. It's going to be so special, and I'm so ready to kiss you and soak up every minute with you.
Jaclyn, my queen. I can't believe this day has finally arrived. I can still remember that night in your apartment on the plaza when you said you had something to tell me. You couldn't hide the scared look on your face, which made me afraid as well. You told me your company was relocating to Houston and you were going to accept the position they had offered. You would be leaving in 6 months. Your eyes began to tear up. You knew this was probably going to be the end of us.
You love me so unconditionally, so thoughtfully, so patiently. It's the definition of steadfast love. And for all the reasons you love me, your love has made me infinitely better. Your love has made me more confident, more adventurous, more considerate, more passionate. Every day I feel your love. It makes me want to be a better person, a better partner. And I really, really love you.
Jaclyn, you are truly amazing in every way. Every day I get to spend With you, I learned more about myself, more about love, and more about what life is supposed to mean. I knew early on that I needed to spend the rest of my life with you. So that night in Kansas City when you told me about Texas, I didn't hesitate. I looked into your tearful eyes and said, I can handle living in Houston. And ever since that moment, our lives have been absolutely crazy, and it's been the most fun I've had in my entire life because I've got to spend it with you. It's been a wild ride, and it's just the beginning.
I promise I'll never stop loving you. I promise I'll always be on our team together with you. I promise to support your goals, to write you love notes, to make you amazing meals, and to dance with you in the kitchen whenever you want. I promise to be patient and kind, and to be the life partner that you chose me to be. I've dreamed of this day of marrying you for a long time. We knew where we would end up, but we have done it our way, which makes it all the more special. You have put pen to paper and words into action countless times. You have followed me fearlessly into life's adventures, and I promise to follow you now and forever. Today is the best day of our lives, and I love you so much, Ben.
Jaclyn, you mean everything to me. You're the most kind, caring, compassionate, crazy, with an exclamation point, beautiful woman that I know. I'm a better man with you in my life. I love you more than this ink can express. I can't wait to see you walk down the aisle today and then walk with me through this journey of life together. Today I get to call you my wife. Thank you for making me the happiest man in the world. Thank you for choosing me.
This is the day that God has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Dear family and friends, we are gathered here in the presence of God to unite Ben and Jaclyn by the sacred ties of matrimony. Ben, will you take Jaclyn to be your wife, to live together according to God's purpose in holy matrimony? Will you love and comfort her, honor and keep her, in health and in sickness, in sorrow and in joy, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Jaclyn, will you take Ben to be your husband, to live together according to God's purpose in holy matrimony? Will you love and comfort him, honor and keep him, in health and in sickness, in sorrow and in joy, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Ben and Jaclyn, I invite you to turn around and see these friends and this family who is gathered here to support you tonight. Some of them are waving from the back row. They made it. Some of them have come a really long way to be here with you on this special day.
Wow, what a crowd. It's amazing what you can find out on Main Street, isn't it? Well, first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. Real quickly, I'm not a big speech guy, but I do like to tell stories. The story starts about 20 years ago when some very, very good friends of ours invited us to go to Fort Myers Beach, Florida with the kids. One morning, Uncle Bill got up, I was up, and he said, "Is there any orange juice left?" And I opened the refrigerator and I said, "No, there's only a bottle of Patron tequila." And he said, "That'll do." So began the vacation 8 a.m. tequila shot. About 4 years ago, we invited Ben and Jaclyn to join us down at Fort Myers Beach. And they got a hoot out of that. So every morning they'd get up and they'd do a tequila shot with us. As the story goes, Ben came over to my new house and he shows up with a bottle of Patron tequila. Now, I wasn't born yesterday and I knew he wasn't there to see my house. But he tells me that, salute to the new house. And then he goes into this 15-minute dissertation of how he loves Jaclyn, he loves me and loves Judy, and really thinks our families would be good together, and really, after about 15 minutes or so, I said, Ben, yes. But the rest of the story is I still have the rest of the tequila in the bottle he brought up. So the answer to the question Ben finally asked me last night, can I marry your daughter, is yes. And I would like for you all to do the first 2 shots of tequila. And then I get the next shot. Okay, to vacations and 9 o'clock in the morning. Salud.
Poet Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The heart makes a record of every shining moment and plays it back through the years." Ben and Jaclyn, this is one of those shining moments that your heart will play back year after year after year. Tonight, Jaclyn and Ben, is the moment when you will say to one another in front of all of your family and friends that your love for one another will never run out. Now, by joining your hearts in marriage and your lives in a covenant sealed by God, the two of you are forming a new family whose unity will bring light to this world. By the authority given to me as a minister of the church, I now declare that Ben and Jaclyn are husband and wife. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin Hicks.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I am Jaclyn's only and older sister, Jennifer, and now Ben's sister-in-law. Jaclyn is a catch. She is the trifecta of funny, smart, and beautiful. Look at her. She belongs on the red carpet, does she not? Jaclyn, everywhere you go and everyone you meet, you always light up the space around you. I can't say enough how proud I am of you. Although you are my little sister, I look up to you more than you know. If there was a picture of what it looks like when another person completes someone, this is it.
I'm Carly, Ben's sister, and Jaclyn's best friend since we were aspiring to be the next Mia Hamm, running around with orange slices in our mouth, playing 5th grade soccer. We've shared classes together, we've shared tequila with our moms in Mexico together, we've shared molten chocolate lava cake at 4 a.m. in Madrid together. We shared a house, and now we get to share our family. I loved growing up with 2 sisters and now enjoying having my sisters being close friends. So on behalf of Ashley and Elizabeth and I, we are so pleased to have you a part of our sister posse. And the reason that I'm able to wrap my head around my brother and my best friend, the answer is because they belong together.
I'm the father of the groom, but tonight I'm the best man of the groom. Thank you, Benjamin, for making me your best man. It's an honor of a lifetime, something I'll cherish forever. I have told 5,000 people that my son wanted me to be the best man. I mean, you gotta talk, we're talking about random people in the grocery store to get to 5,000. I've told people this isn't the Super Bowl of fatherhood, this is winning the Super Bowl of fatherhood. I could tell 100 stories about the conversations between Benjamin and I know he's been sweating which ones I'm gonna tell. I'm not sure when it was. I do know it was sooner than I thought it was gonna be. But I can remember standing at the corner of the driveway, pulling Benjamin aside, said, Benjamin, we're going to have this conversation and we're going to talk about drinking. We're going to talk about partying. He looked at me, he said, that's fine, Dad. We're going to talk about that, but it's going to happen. The drinking's going to happen. I swear. I said, look, Benjamin, your mom and I, we've done just about all we can do right now. We've raised you. We're just about finished here. There's just not much we have left. The analogy I use is we're standing here and there's a bridge going over a river and all kinds of likes of trouble, and we're just trying to get you over that bridge upright and safe. Because I know on the other end, you're gonna be a great man and you're gonna do great things and you're gonna be something special. So here tonight, we got on the other side of that bridge. This young man is a man of heart, cares about people. He's taught me a lot about that, about caring about people, about being thoughtful about others, and that's who he is. So then there's Jaclyn. Everybody's talked about, she's stunning, she's beautiful. And just as more important, she's beautiful inside. And of course, she's been part of our family for a long time, and she means everything to us. I want to bring this to a close by just saying this. We got to the other side of the bridge, and it's been great. As you go on in life, there's lots of things there. There's travel, there's work, there's money, there's fun, there's everything. But there's nothing more important to the two of you than the two of you. So let's raise a toast to Jaclyn and Benjamin.